Okay.
Damn. Tell me how you really feel.
Damn. Okay. Anyways, hello. So, um,
If you're gonna share the thing, I can't see the little characters pop
oh
up. You
yeah,
haven't shared it.
right. I can do
Shared it.
that. I forgot I was gonna do that. No, you guys get to watch a blank screen specifically for Angelica's.
Damn, might as well just pull up a YouTube video. Shit.
There we go.
Ooh.
All right. So, um, I don't know how I started each of these. I've forgotten. So yeah, Angelica, if you would like to introduce your character name,
All
path
right.
they follow, blah 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 blah.
Well, my character's name is Scylla, and the path that they follow is the Harmony path. Correct?
Yes, the harmony.
Yes. They are a chaotic little bitch.
Element.
Element is fire, which I would have chosen different if I known there was gonna be two fire characters, but oh well.
And
Too
works
late.
out. It future proofs. It's fine. It works
Yes.
out. All
It's too
right.
late to change it, and I'm not changing it now.
So before we actually start with this, I have to give a little background to the location that this takes place in, because this is actually a well known location compared to Paul's one over there, which was random planet number 5 or something. Anyways, the planet that this will be taking on is known as Laughing Stock. Like forever ago, the Eon Aha, the funny elation guy, saw this planet basically empty and was like, what if I did a little funny? Cast a bunch of magic and made the laughing stock, which is the big beanstalk that you see in the middle of the screen. From the laughing stock, a bunch of roots come up from the ground, from where it's spread to, and from those roots are these little like fruits, and these fruits are used to basically make souped up alcohol.
I'm gonna
It
ferment a bunch of for
Yeah,
fermenting.
it's like alcohol, but for like the masked fools, so it's like super crazy and souped up for their own pleasure.
So it's kind of like liquid laughing gas.
Yeah, basically, it makes you feel funny.
It's basically weed and alcohol mixed together.
Kind of, yeah.
That's what I'm seeing it as.
And most of the money from this place comes from the IPC basically buying that stuff for their workers to give in smaller doses for quote unquote worker happiness. They're just drugging them up. It's
Just
it's for
yes,
work performance. It's to keep
yeah,
them
just to make
happy. It's fake happiness. They're
yeah.
just
It
injecting
sounds
fake happiness into their workers to give production.
just to get. Oh, that sounds horrible.
Anyways, so yeah, um, introduction to the planet done. So, Scylla, we will start with you. What do you do in your day-to-day life going around this planet?
As for my, can you hear me?
Hi.
Hello?
Oh,
Okay,
yep.
but because my
Hi.
character isn't moving up and down for me on the screen.
Okay, yeah, that's weird. I don't know why that's happening.
I think the stream is just frozen.
There we go. Yeah, it does that sometimes for some reason. Encoding overload. What do you mean?
Are we
Um,
having technical issues?
apparently,
Of course. With my session, the session 0, of course.
I
We
think
didn't
it's.
have these for Paul,
It's.
I believe.
I saw it happen every once in a while. I don't know. It's not too bad.
Oh well, either way, continuing on what I was saying, I like to think Scylla just kind of goes around doing miscellaneous chores that they're given as part of the mass fools, and then plotting small, innocent, well, quote unquote, innocent pranks in their free time. Well, I say more innocent than like some of the others. They're not life threatening. I'll put it like that.
Puts banana peel in front of person, person slips.
Yeah,
Loud
they're more of like
cartoon
they're
sound.
pretty much. It's more chaotic Looney Tunes esque pranks.
Okay, I would like
I
to
say
ask
as some of those
also,
pranks can
as
be.
you are out and about, do you wear your mask?
Not really. I like to think that they have it on their hip when they don't need it.
Alright, very well. That is totally not important information for later. I didn't ask that for any specific purpose.
Cough,
Anyways.
cough, cough, cough. That also means I haven't designed it yet. Cough, cough.
Oh, okay. Fair
But no,
enough.
for real. No, but like legit, they usually have it like on their hip.
Yeah, that makes enough sense. Alright, yeah, well, I mean, I personally am not gonna have you go around, actually do the chores. That'd be a little annoying and tedious.
Well, yeah. It's miscellaneous chores they're
Yeah.
given because they're the youngest.
Like, I don't know, you take some shipments around, you uh talk to some people, give information, stuff like that.
Yes, as I said, it's essentially just because they're the youngest.
Yeah. You are indeed being given chores, and you are doing the chores. Well done, you have done the chores.
Oh my god.
Chores
Oh
completed.
my god. No. Okay, fine. Yeah, they're completed. Let's do it.
Alright. What do you say you do after doing your job? Any place in specific that you go to after a long, hard day of not work because it's chores, so therefore it's not
Yes.
work.
Yes. um, I like to think that they lounge around in like the higher areas just to scout whether to see the best areas to hide for pranks and to get the best visual of said prank.
So we have some prank plotting that
Yes.
happens very well. All right.
They rub their hands together. It's like, yes. What's my next prank gonna be?
Maybe I'll use a slightly bigger banana next time.
It's not just the bananas, okay?
I know. I can't think of anything else.
I mean, fair. A lot of the pranks we see are borderline harassment.
Yeah, I would like to
Scylla does not do
say,
that.
as you're going around, you do see some other people's pranks, and they're a little more out there. You know, like, I don't know, tripping people into like dangerous positions. I don't know, like
I like to think that
picking up a
every
person
time.
and playing darts and stuff
Yeah, I
like
like
that.
to think that every time Scylla sees this, she just goes, distasteful. There's nothing
SMH
funny
my
about it.
head.
There's nothing funny about this. This is just harm. My
Shaking
pranks are
my
funny for
head.
pretty much. They like to do pranks that everyone will find funny, not
Yeah.
ones that will put someone in actual terror for their lives.
Now these are the kind of masked fools that kind of have
Are a
fun
little
at
bit
the
more
expense of
extreme.
others.
Yeah, a little bit more on the extreme end.
Yeah, they sort of use it as a means to do whatever they want, but it's like, oh, I did it because it's funny. Honka honka.
We need a clown nose.
I can't do that. There's too many.
Yes.
It's no use!
Well, I mean,
All right. So, after a long, hard day of chores and plotting and scheming and doing plotted schemes, um, where do you go at the end of the day?
I just kind of um I like to think that Scylla just goes and finds a spot to lie down and take it just not take a nap, but like rest. Just kind of exploring a bit, having fun,
Okay. Well,
going up the beanstalk sometimes.
is there any like home or locale in which Scylla goes to go to like sleep? And
Yes, yes,
that is
yeah,
what I
there
was
is.
trying to segue.
Okay, my bad. I
No,
was
it's
under the impression you were asking for something else. Yes, there is a spot where they go and sleep and actually like have a roof over their head. It's a small. It's just a small like. I don't. How do I? I don't know how to describe this. 'Cause it's not. I wouldn't call it like an apartment. It's kind of just a room. I don't
okay.
know how to describe this.
Well, I'd say the okay. The place you go to is actually a pretty decent house.
Yeah, yeah.
It's one of the
I'm
nicer homes in this place, and yeah, that is
okay. It
where
makes
your
sense to me because
adopted
I am.
mother is. Segue to
Yes.
that. Let's go. I'm amazing at this.
Yes, amazing segues. We'll get better at this later. I'm home.
Give me just a moment as I switch music. Actually, like the most music so far by one. So skip
Yeah. Oh goodness.
loop there.
Yeah, I'm glad you're doing that, not me, cause I can't be bothered.
It's quiet or something.
What?
It's the problem that I have to. I sometimes try to balance the noise of the bot, and then it becomes too loud
Ah,
as the
yeah, that's
song goes
fair.
on, and it's like that's too loud.
Yeah, no, that is fair. The bot sometimes is a little bit finicky.
Anyways, yeah, whatever. So yeah, you come back home to your adoptive mother. Um, I don't. I didn't really think of a name. I'm gonna be honest. Did you have a name in particular that you thought of?
Not really, just pull up something random.
Um,
Fuck it, Myrtle.
Myrtle. Yeah, that works with Scylla. The name.
Yes. I'm home.
Oh, hello there, my dear Scylla. Come in, come in. I have dinner ready.
Ooh, what's for dinner?
It's your favorite insert favorite food here that I didn't ask.
Yay! you, you broke me out of character.
I should have asked that beforehand. That
You
one's that
stuttered
one's
my.
my bad.
You could have. You could have just said favorite food, and I would have. No, Paul. No. I'm sorry. Tuna's good, but it like has to be like crisp. I have to like have it toasted or whatever, like in a pan.
Not tuna pot pie.
That sound I can't. Um,
Anyways, yeah, what would you say is Scylla's favorite food?
I say like a steak dish, but like a pretty simple one. Nothing like crazy. Just
Yeah.
meat and like potatoes or whatever their equivalent is. I know they have steak, but
Yeah, they actually have stock. It looks like
stock.
steak, but it's actually a plant.
Yeah,
That's a
close enough.
joke.
Close enough.
That's a
Whatever.
joke. They
Vegan.
actually have steak.
Veganism.
They have steak.
Yes.
Anyways, yeah, it's your favorite steaks and potatoes.
Ooh. Thank you. Is it a special occasion or just cuz?
I suppose you could say it's a special occasion. Anything fun that you did out today?
Ah, just the usual. Did chores. Plotted a couple of new pranks. Saw some distasteful ones, but what can you do? I can't. It's none of my business.
Unfortunately, that's natural around these parts, but what can you do?
Exactly. None of my business, also. Nothing I can do uh, about those. People are gonna do them.
Alright, well, on to the reason for this special dish. Admittedly, I would say today was a special day, but admittedly, this occurred a few days ago. She then takes
Oh.
a piece of paper from one of the counters and places it on the table next to you. This is a flyer to from the Astral Express. I tried to finish the art for the flyer, but then I didn't because I didn't have enough time and I forgot.
Oh
So
well.
let me grab the text for it again. I can just copy and paste it from Paul's thing.
This is fair.
Thank you, me. Anyways, there we go. The text. If you wish to
Ooh.
read it aloud, you may do so,
Yes.
but you also aren't forced to because Paul has already read it aloud.
I'll just kind of skim it. Have you ever wanted to travel the cosmos? Ooh, traveling the cosmos? This sounds like fun. A new group of people, being able to see whether or not my usual pranks will work now, because apparently I've pranked the same people over and over again, so they know my tricks. So you said this came a couple days ago?
Yes, I wanted to show you it then, but admittedly, I was a little hesitant to do so. You've been here for so long, and admittedly, the thought of you leaving scared me. But I felt
Hmm.
I should share it with you. It's only right. I know
Oh well, thank
you wanted
you.
to go out, explore the world, but I also
Yes.
know this is a big change, so you don't have to decide on it all at once.
I shall think it over for a little bit, but this seems like an exciting new adventure.
Well, that's great to
And
hear, dear.
a change of pace from the usual routine. But I also would be leaving here, which would be very different, which add what is added to that. It's part of that. I shall see.
Yes, that's exactly why I wanted to give you some time to think on it.
Well, I shall eat my dinner and I will think it over and hopefully have an answer by maybe tomorrow morning. I shall sleep on it.
All right, well, yeah, cool. I brain fart. Well, I hope you enjoy the food then, dear.
Thank you. How was your day? Have
Oh,
anything new stories or has it just been the usual?
oh, the same old, same old.
Ah, all right. And then we just finish the food because this is going to
Insert long series of
heartfelt
small talk that,
conversation here. Yes.
happens between two familiar members of family, familiarly.
Yes.
All right, cool. So, after that, we skip unto the next day.
I roll out of bed, hair all a mess,
Literally me.
looking at the flyer. Oh yeah. Hmm. I believe yes, I shall join this Astral Express. I cannot wait. Let me get ready and tell mother then. So I'm not just running out of the room full bedhead.
Sound of door slamming open.
Mother, I have made my decision. I shall go. I shall go off and explore the cosmos on this Astral Express.
Oh, you don't say then. That was quite quick to decide.
Well, it I mulled it over before I slept and also had kind of trouble sleeping, deciding, so it was actually quite longer than you may assume.
Well, I suppose so. Sorry, it's just a bit sudden, is all.
I know. I walk over and give her a hug.
She reciprocates.
I will stay in contact as much as I can.
I know you will. Well, I suppose since you are so ready to go, how about we spend a day together, just you and me?
That sounds lovely.
And then tomorrow, I'll help you pack up your bags and you can skedaddle on to your new adventure.
Yes, that sounds amazing. Thank you for this.
But of course, dear.
And then it's just miscellaneous, like walking through like whatever marketplaces they have.
Yeah. I would also like to specify when you two go out, she puts on her mask. You do remember she does this because she is a little shy of going outside. That's why she doesn't have much to say when going outside. Because she doesn't
Wait,
really go outside.
recluse.
Yeah, she's kind of a stay at home mother.
Yes.
Does the housework and the cooking.
And that's about it, because I never thought to give her more personality than that.
True. Same. Alright,
Which I
yeah.
mean is very fair in regards to this type of thing.
Um,
They never really give the parents more than one dimension.
I'm gonna say the mother takes you to a somewhat dense shopping area. So dear, before you go, I suppose I may or may not want to spoil you just a little bit. If there's anything in particular that you'd want, go ahead.
Are you sure?
Of course, I've had quite a bit of savings for some time now, and I don't mind loosening my coin purse a little bit for such a occasion.
Oh well, all right. I kind of scour around looking for any sort of trinket I may like. Going to think it's more of like shiny objects. I'm thinking horn decorations.
What decorations?
Horns.
Oh, okay.
Horn decorations. What do you think I said?
What?
What do you
Nothing.
think I said?
I
Come on.
corn. I was like corn decoration.
I don't have. That doesn't make any sense.
I know. That's why I was confused.
Well, horn decor. You lie.
No, genuinely, I thought she said corn.
Well, either way, I look for like horn decorations, like maybe a gold band. You gotta believe me.
It's no use!
Anyways,
Maybe. Yes, it's. Maybe something that just goes along one, or one that goes like in between, kind of like a gold chain almost.
yeah.
But simple, nothing crazy, just simple. No gems or anything. Don't want to hurt the wallet too much.
Now, spend everything. It's me, the devil on your shoulder, and also me, the other devil on your other shoulder.
No, this is legit like my personality. I can't. I have trouble asking for things,
Yeah.
which is why I find it hard playing evil characters
Yeah.
because I can't. I
I
have a hard time being evil.
yeah, I totally get that. Looks at how
Well,
this
either
campaign
way,
is gonna be going.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm totally not evil. Huh? Anyway.
Well, either way, I like to think the one that I grab is a nice, simple 2 rings with the chain attached that only goes onto one horn. Kind of simple, kind of neat.
Yeah.
If I could find a photo for this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. My bad, let me.
Yeah.
I am so sorry that I'm trying to find it. I think I found one. It's the
I did not mean to do
bottom.
that. Womp womp.
It's the bottom left image with the gold on it. The bottom left one. It's the purple one.
I see. How do I? How is there a way to crop things in? I feel like there's a way to crop things in this, but I'm not sure how.
There probably is,
I
but you may
know
have to just
the perfect
download.
solution. Where is the funny clipping tool? Snipping tool?
Yes. Clipping and snipping tool.
I forgot it's called the snipping tool.
But yeah, just kind of like that, kind of the ring with the chain that goes
Image
up.
file. There we go. This.
Yes.
This right here. There we go.
Yes, that's the
It
closest thing
looks
I could
horrible,
find.
but that's the
But
best
yeah,
it can be.
it's the closest thing I could find to what I was describing in
I'm
a short
assuming you
amount of
pulled
time.
this off of like Google.
Yes.
So yeah,
This is
the
the closest
quality
thing I
is
could
just
find. Yeah, this is the closest thing I could find in such a small like time frame.
yeah, I see the vision, I understand.
Yes.
Anyways, that's gone. I should probably make this smaller. And now it's gone.
But yes,
All
this
right,
is
cool.
that's what I choose.
Well, that looks lovely on you, dear.
Thank you. And thank you for giving me this gift.
Of course. Think of it as a parting gift from me to you.
I shall never take it off. It shall stay on my horn
Well,
until
maybe
very
you should
need be.
take it off from time to time to wash
Well,
it and whatnot.
well, yes. If that, I was just a you.
I don't
You
want you
read my
letting
mind.
yourself go the second you leave my sight.
I will not. I will not. I'll take care of myself. I will take care of myself just like you have done for me. I don't want to worry you now. I'm already worrying you by leaving.
That's for sure. Well, I suppose, is there anywhere that you would like to take me? Any interesting places you've been?
Hmm. I don't know much about the planet, so I can't really say.
Just go to just I don't know. Is there
Go to
any
the
like
stock?
favorite spots that like just you don't have to name a specific place, just like you can kind of make it up on the spot. Don't worry.
I have no clue to be honest. Maybe going to like the stupid stock and just climbing. I don't know, or just hanging
Like,
out
is there
there.
any place that Scylla would like, you know, like, I don't know, a cliff with a bunch of trees behind it,
Yeah,
a
pretty
nice
much.
secluded space, stuff like that.
Yeah, kind of. I like to think they go to a clearing and kind of just relax in the grass after a nice day of just during a sunny day, kind of
Yeah.
sunbathing on the. I'm leaning into the more lizard. Yeah, let's go lizard aspects of sunbathing on a nice flat rock in the middle of a clearing.
What are dragons but really big lizards with wings?
Yes.
All right,
I like to
cool.
think that that's their like relaxation spot. Their let's clear the mind after a
Yeah.
long day.
Well, I guess before I segue again, is there anything in specific that you would like to say?
I'm quite enjoying this time together, Mother.
Me as well, my dear.
And that's about it. Just kind of helping the segue move on.
Yeah. Anyways, some time passes, some more conversation occurs, and eventually the sun begins to set, signifying the return of the two to the home.
Well, that was a
Well,
wonderful day.
I agree, my dear. It, yeah, I mean, yeah, she agrees.
This breaks character. She
I,
agrees.
I, I tried to think of like saying something more, but I was like, wait, no, I think that's enough. Just, I
I mean,
agree.
that is fair.
Just a nice, quiet,
Lazy.
I agree. Shut up. Oh my god. Do not call me lazy, Charles. I am not lazy. Anyways, a segue onto why I'm not lazy. So, as Scylla and her mother walk back to home, um, you guys hear a very loud explosion in the
What was that?
direction of your home.
The house! Mother, we must go. We must see.
Agreed. Let's go.
We
Uh,
both run into the direction.
yeah, just skedaddle over there. And
Are other people running away or are people running towards?
there is actually no one around, as you can tell as you make your
This is
way.
suspicious.
Yeah, it is suspiciously quiet. Let me turn off the loop for no specific reason. And go to the next song for no specific reason.
It is quiet. Disturbingly so.
I'd like to say the mother just kind of slowly walks up to the house, just a feeling of just, I don't know, confusion, sorrow, and just drops to the ground on her knees.
Mother, I do not like this. We can't do anything about the house right now. I do not like this. We have to go now. We must go.
I would like you to make, um, let me see real quick. I would like you to make a perception check.
Alright. It's I gotta lean in to see what the plus to my perception is. That's a +2. 18.
Okay, yeah, that works. Uh, luckily, through the sound of the the burning, just like a blazing inferno in front of you, like whoever did this really just paid all expenses. No expense. They did a lot of effort to make this like whole house just burn.
It's like inferno burning. It's
Yeah, like nothing is left, kind of burning. And behind you, you hear footsteps through all that. Quite a lot of footsteps, actually. A large group.
I immediately turn around to see who's there.
It is a large group of, I'd say, like 5, 6 people. And let's go 6. Let's go 6 people. A group of 6 people, all of them dressed like kind of well, all of them also wearing pretty similar masks on their faces.
We hi, we need help. Our home. It's well, there's nothing we can really. But are you here to help?
Oh, help. What the retake? Apologies. I forgot a word. Give me a second.
That's so fair.
Oh, help extinguish that poor tainted house. But why would we do that? We're the ones who
Tainted?
caused it, after all.
Did you say tainted?
Well, of course it's tainted. I mean, look at the mask on that woman's face. I mean, around here, if you wear a mask, then well, you're open to tricks and pranks. I'm sure everyone around here knows that.
This is no prank. This is destruction.
Oh, but on our side, we find this is quite a well done prank. Don't you agree, everyone? He then turns around, and then all of them shake in agreement.
A prank is to make one laugh. This a prank is not meant to bring about pain and suffering. There is no home anymore.
Oh, you don't find this funny? In fact, we find this quite hilarious. Look at that woman's reaction to this. Priceless. You could buy such a thing with money. Oh, well, I suppose we did.
I
Though,
can
I
I
mean,
cannot
it's not like you
believe
can do anything about it now. I mean, there's two of you and six of us.
you are you are vile. I can look beyond some of the more harmful pranks. Yes, I may not agree, but it is none of my business. But this is goes beyond just a standard prank. This is just hate and wanting to cause suffering. This is no prank anymore.
Oh, please, what would you know hanging your mask on your hip? You're no masked fool, you're just a fake. A wannabe.
I have had no one else give me trouble for this. I will not listen to you and your vile words.
Oh, really? And what are you gonna do about it?
Anything I can. You bitch.
Alright. Um, while this is happening, I'd say your perception check also pulls through to this, since I'm not gonna have you roll another time for this. You hear your mother step up and walk beside your side. Dear, I believe there is a bit of punishment that is due to this group. Don't you agree?
Yes, very much so.
What would you suggest then?
We give the same prank back, but instead, we beat them black and blue.
I see. I suppose in that I agree with. Uh, with that, your mother pulls out a great sword, ready for
Yay!
battle. So I would like you to roll initiative while I set up the music.
16. 16.
16.
Yep.
Yep. Loop. On. Cool. Alright, cool. Let me update the battle log. Da da da. La 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 la.
Should the battle log be moved closer to dice rolling? That's up to you. I'm just wondering.
It's more so
Gotta
a
go-
like you can check it on it like every once in a while.
Okay. Figured I'd ask
Yeah.
or mention it.
Yeah, I understand.
This green tea is giving me more energy than I thought.
Give me just a moment. I have to add a lot to this.
Yeah,
And it should be fine after
yeah,
that.
don't worry. I am caffeinated to hell right now.
Juicing up for the battle. There we go. So to start off with, we have you, Scylla.
I shall attack guy 1. Why not? And let me go to this again.
Reminder, you have a skill.
Yes. Let's see. I can it's the skill, it's only the skill, correct? And then my turn is over?
Yeah. Unless you have anything that you can use for a bonus action. Because you are a bard, so it is plausible.
Yeah, let me go over this real quick.
That is indeed a plausible occurrence.
Just to keep this moving along a little bit, I shall just use my skill, Partners in Crime.
Alright, cool. So with that, your charisma bonus is 4, yeah?
It is, I believe. Let me double check.
Yeah, it's 4.
Yes.
So yeah, you and your mother both get this buff, increasing... Did I make it any damage? Yeah, I think I made it any damage. Yeah,
It
so
says,
any attacks both do add +4 to all attacks.
yeah.
Which works
Well, that is.
perfectly because it is
I would
now
say that is my turn over.
Myrtle's turn. In which
Do
she
you
is
roll
going.
that or do I?
That is me. This is
Okay.
a playable character being played by me, so you
Okay,
don't
I
have
was
to
double
worry about it.
checking just I was double checking just in case so we weren't just
Yeah,
at a
no, I would have to
standstill.
proceed to give you like an entire stat block.
Okay. That
Yeah,
I
no,
would
you're
check.
good. All right, cool. So funny how I'm rolling to attack an enemy that
Created.
I guess I could just
Well,
roll it in the dice rolling
Yeah.
chat since this is
Yeah.
a friendly.
Yeah, pretty much.
Wow. Okay.
Well,
Womp womp, I guess.
she swung and the guy dodged. It's been a
Yeah.
long while since she's been in combat.
All right. So now we are going to have guy 1. I mean, I can just go like all at once. I don't need to. They conveniently all rolled in the same line, so I can just roll multiple times.
Yeah,
All right.
I mean, it works out.
So the guy that was kind of big talking, the obvious leader of this whole shebagle, he tries to take a slice with a dagger at not Minerva, wrong character. Apologies.
It's an
Myrtle
M.
gets a M
It's really
name.
close. It's really close. Myrtle, Minerva. It's really
Yeah.
close.
So
Well,
Mr.
close
Leader
enough.
Guy takes a slice at Myrtle. Myrtle dodges out of the way, but unfortunately because of that, the other two that are nearby both kind of take quick stabs at her, getting some good hits in there.
Mother!
I'm quite alright. I can take a beating. Don't worry about me. Just focus on yourself.
If you say so.
Alright, and then we are going to go back up to your turn, in which you will not be locked into using your skill.
Yeah. I forget. What do I add to? Oh, I don't add anything to hit, right?
No, it is not to hit, but you do add damage.
What?
Damage. So when you roll, you don't add anything like extra because of your skill, but when you hit, you do add your charisma bonus.
Okay, so I don't have to roll the d20, so it's because it's literally just vicious mockery.
Oh yeah, that is a
Right.
me roll, isn't it? I don't know what
Yeah.
vicious mockery does.
Did I have? I have it. I think. Do I have it written down somewhere?
You don't have it written down on your sheet.
Ah, that was the one. It's a spell save wisdom check. But it's wisdom spell save, and that's for my spell save DC is
Yeah,
14.
wisdom. Okay. It was wisdom, right? Which one are you attacking here in specific? Also,
Guy
thank
one.
you, Paul, for but I got it.
Guy one. How do you have that on hand?
Because I looked it up.
No, I was talking to Paul.
Oh, it's because he looked it up.
He sent that super quick.
Yeah, like
I
a
do
minute.
have something written down. I just didn't have it specified that it was for vicious mockery.
Yeah. Oh, jeez. Okay. Yeah, how does an 18 sound?
Yeah, he. I'm assuming that I do no damage then.
I believe so. Yeah, that's how early. That's how early spells
Yeah.
work.
Yeah, that's fair.
It is a cantrip after all.
He manages to cover his ears in time.
Yeah. Alright, and then now we are going to have Myrtle again. There we go. Yeah, that definitely hits.
Yes.
So she takes, this time, a much more, what's it called? A much more, like, steady swing at this guy. It's almost like getting stabbed by the two guys, kind of like reminding her, shaking off the dust, so to speak. And she takes a really clean hit of this guy and actually kills him in one hit. Just a big gash at the chest, and he flumps down. Turns out the guy that was big talking isn't actually that strong. So yeah, now we have that guy dead.
So
That's
he's
what
dead.
I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, Paul. What a loser. Alright, and to take his place, one of the other guys is going to jump in. Just a minute.
My brain can't decide whether or not it should be end-game death, where they just kind of fade into dust, or if it should be kind of like
Oh no, these people are like actually like there's a body on the
are
floor
bleeding
now.
out.
Yeah, no, like this guy's like actively bleeding out. Definitely not like in the game where they just poof away. Yeah, no, there is just a body on the battlefield now.
This is fine. Scylla does not bother to dwell on the corpse.
Yeah, you're kind of like in the middle
There
of a
are other
battle.
things to worry about.
Also, they burned your house down, so it's like
That too. That too, but I like to think that this is the first time they're actually seeing like a dead body.
El Bozo.
So the emotions are just like serves them right. Moving on.
All right. With that, we are going to go on to the two guys that stabby first turn with like really high rolls for some reason.
This is fine.
Okay. Okay. How did I contest myself? I'm not rolling for that. Myrtle's gonna very like closely dodge. Kind of like put the great sword in the way of one of the daggers to kind of just like very narrowly push it out of the way.
Man, I want to animate this as a battle, but I can't animate for nothing.
That's what I. Yeah. This is why I just do static art. 'Cause it's infinitely easier. All right. Anyways, top of turn order. We have Scylla.
All right. Well, I mean, you gotta have to roll again because that's on you to see if it actually hits because we didn't.
Right. Right. I forgot. Apologies. How does
Probably.
a 7 sound?
You fail.
A womp womp, I guess.
All right, so time to roll to this. I almost put a D12, but nope. I'm like, nope, that's completely wrong.
Yeah, I mean, okay. I guess so. I guess you can do that.
Charisma bonus to an attack damage, so that's 6 plus. So it'll be. Hey Ryan, if you don't, I'm gonna send this, and if it's wrong, then I'll re-roll. Because I have a +6, and then the +4, which would be +10, right?
Wait, +6?
Yeah, because to my damage type, it's 1d6 plus 6.
Wait, huh? How do you have a +6? Hold on.
We
Hold
went
on.
over we went over this together. We went over this together.
I can
You gave this to
understand.
me.
I can understand how you could have like a +4, but how do you have a +6?
I don't remember. We went over this together and made this sheet. So
Man.
you okayed it. You okayed this. You
Oh.
okayed this.
Oh, it's because I made it like a weapon where it has proficiency.
Yeah.
So you added your proficiency bonus.
Yes.
Boy. Yeah, okay, that's fine then. Yeah. You're good then.
14 damage.
Yeah, no, you kill this guy. How would you say these people die from your vicious mockery?
I like to think because of how angry Scylla is right now, they're not bothering to hold back. So because of that, I can't decide whether it's a screech in their direction, kind of like a harpy, or more of a roar, but it aims at them and just bursts their eardrums and rattles their brain a bit, causing their brain to just explode almost. Not really explode. How do you describe this? Brain turned to soup.
Yeah, I'd say like this guy's ears
Their eardrums are bleeding.
are bleeding and just kind of like drops on the floor.
Slumps over and dies.
Kind of just on the
Yes.
floor.
Slumps over and dies.
All right, amazing. So I'm in with
And how
that.
many-
Which guy were you targeting again?
It was so guy 1 was already dead, so it's
Yeah.
guy 2 then.
Guy 2. Okay.
And I believe this is the last turn that my skill stays.
Yes, you're indeed correct.
I'm keeping track of that. Keep it even.
Yeah, because okay, so you use the turn 1, starting its timer.
It lasts for
That-
3 turns.
How did I specify it counts down?
The buff partners in crime lasts for 3 turns. So this is the 3rd turn.
Okay.
That of
I'm gonna
this
say
upcoming turn is my 3rd one.
when it's the start of your next turn, that is when it will end.
Yes.
Also, I completely forgot about your follow-up attack mechanic.
Oh, I forgot about that as well. Oh, goodness.
I was like, I need to remember about that. Guess who didn't remember about that? This
both
guy
of us.
right here. Whatever, it's not too crazy.
It's not super crazy for right now. We'll figure that out later.
All right, cool. So with that guy down, another guy jumps in. There is now one guy left in reserve. Okay, so now it's going to be guy 4's turn. You know the shtick by now. Bro's gonna stabby stabby. Jesus Christ. Yeah, another stab onto Myrtle. This time a little more expertly placed, like kind of close to the neck. Indeed, Charles, cheese and rice, Mooney. Alright, and then it's going to be the end of that guy's turn, and now we are going to have Myrtle's turn, who will hopefully have a little bit of karmic retribution to that attack, so to speak. Okay. I'm gonna say that hits. I am not rolling a d20 twice with myself. That is not happening. I'm not doing
yeah, that's up
contest
to
rolls
you.
with
I'm
myself.
not gonna. You just get to decide.
Yeah, so this is yet another slash through the chest, flop down, and this time we're gonna remember from that you are able to do a follow-up attack. Because when an ally lands a hit on a target, Scylla may consume a charge to launch a basic attack on said target. But since that target is dead, you may select another target instead.
Guy 5.
Guy 5, the guy that jumped in, very well. I'm gonna have to...
This is your fault for deciding to jump in.
You just joined the battle! Screw you! Yeah, this guy's dead for sure. That was a 6.
Oh.
Roll for damage still, but like, I think this guy's dead based on your pluses.
Oh yeah, considering my plus, I kind of wish I could just copy paste, but for some reason the dice bot does really not like copy paste.
Yeah, it's really annoying. That's guy 4 dead. Guy 5, I've presumed dead.
11.
Yeah, that's
I
dead.
got a 1. Damn.
Yeah, that's dead. Yet
Okay.
another just eardrums burst, drop on floor. And with this as well, I would like... I forgot to specify this. I always forget to specify this. At the start of battle, for the sake of being able to actually use your ultimate, I gave you half energy. And at this point, you do actually have... You have the ability to use your ultimate.
And I'm assuming because it's not a turn thing with the ultimate, I can just use it.
Yes, you may use it at any time. There's totally no reason why I'm specifying.
I can.
You're getting
yes,
it right now because you can use it
I would
any
like
time.
to use it now.
Cool.
See, it allows them to imitate.
Reading.
Yes, I don't know how to add in the crit rate, so you could do that.
Okay, so crit
And it's
rate,
not for me.
For crit rate, how it's gonna work for the most part is it's for now it just adds how many dice on how many numbers on the die you can actually like hit a crit. Like plus 10% crit rate. If you get an 18, a 19, or a 20, that's a crit.
Okay.
It's basically just increasing the chances of getting what would normally be a nat 20.
Okay.
That way your
Well,
teammates
I
can
mean-
do double damage more.
Yeah, and since it's excluding me, I don't have to roll.
So Myrtle's gonna make a roll because Myrtle was an ally. Thumbs up.
Clap,
This
clap
dice-
hands.
What am I doing? There we go.
What?
Okay. Yeah,
Jesus.
that hits.
That's yeah, that hits.
So yeah, that's another guy chopped up and sliced for the dinner tray. And with that, because another enemy was hit, You may also initiate an attack.
Who was hit? Or who died?
I don't know, guy 6. I don't know, it doesn't really matter.
Well, since guy 6 is dead, I guess I'll aim for guy 3.
Yeah, it's kind of just like a who's the last one standing kind of targeting. Oh, you? The last guy that's standing? I think I choose you.
I think I choose you
I think I choose
to
you because
die.
you're the only guy there. This guy got a 19. What do you think about that?
Like, saving? Safe
Yeah, yeah, he got a 19.
Him seeing his comrades have their eardrums burst and their brains turn to soup covers his ears as fast as he can, noticing me staring at him.
Yeah, no, like, he's noticed the trend where Myrtle lands a hit and immediately you screech the ears out of a person, and he's like, wait a minute. I get it. This is gonna happen to me now. And then he prevents
Yeah.
it.
I
And
found.
with that, he is going to do his last stand, most likely, because he's probably gonna die after this turn.
I am going to send you a GIF that kind of my mind is kind of seeing how this works. Does it work? Fuck! God damn it!
Thank you for the PNG.
Yeah, hold on. Copy link. Let's see if this works.
What if I... Wait, give me a second. This would be hilarious just to pop on the screen.
No, shut up.
Burp.
Why is
Jump
the link
scare.
not fucking working? God, it works, but it's not going to the correct thing. Just, motherfucker. You know Hantengu from Demon Slayer, the happy one,
Yeah.
the harpy one. That.
Yeah.
That's how I imagine it.
Yeah, the
Because
screech
I don't
your
know
ears out
why
guy.
Discord doesn't like GIFs.
Because it doesn't. I don't know.
It doesn't make any goddamn sense. Let me see if this one works.
Alright. But anyways, this guy managed to get a 21. So yeah, Myrtle's gonna get a little more stabbying.
I found it. Kind of just the way it charges up.
Yeah.
There. Oh my god. Discord, I love and hate you at the same time.
True. Anyways, top of turn order. Since it is your turn, your skill state
Yes,
has
my
ended.
skill. I shall leave it off. There's no need to have it for this one dude.
Yeah, there's literally like one guy.
Well, either way, I shall go to attack. You must roll.
I love rolling. I was just gonna type in 1d20.
Ha!
How does a 13 sound?
You fail by 1.
Amazing. Wonderful. Alright, roll attack.
12. I didn't even need it.
Oh.
I didn't even need.
I was like, yeah, this guy will probably last a single hit, and then you were like, what if I got max damage for 12? Well, this guy's dead.
Yes.
I'd say this happens like in the middle of the stab. Like he stabs her, you screech, blowing up his brains and ears and whatnot. And that's wonderful.
Looking over
Great!
the cacophony of bodies. I like to think I kick one. Just
Nah.
for extra measure. And then
Okay.
rushing over to my mother.
Skip. Loop. There we go. After
Mother,
the battle is done, Myrtle kind of like shakes a little bit and kind of falls to the ground, like on one knee, great sword kind of propping her up a bit.
mother, I can help you. Let me heal you, please.
That would be greatly appreciated, dear.
use my cure wounds and just heal her. That's one of the 4 done. So let me. Yeah, so I use cure. Of course, that's the one spell that I actually need to see what I need to roll for.
Cure
Let me
wounds.
quickly pull that. Yeah, let me quickly pull that up.
It's
It's
like a
1d8 plus spellcasting
yeah,
modifier.
D8. Okay.
And my
I thought it was a
spellcasting modifier.
D4, but I believe the D4 is healing word or something.
It's something like that.
Yeah.
Wrong channel. 1d8 and spellcasting modifier. That's a 6. 14.
Oh jeez, yeah, that's a. It's just got
That's-
maximum healing.
Why? Why is the dice bot being nice to me now?
Good question.
It hated me last campaign.
After being healed, Myrtle takes a deep breath, and luckily, due to your great ability to heal right there, she is able to stand up, albeit a little, shaken still.
I mean, there's still blood loss. There's not
Yeah.
really much I can do about blood loss.
There's blood loss, but luckily, with the magic, most of the wounds were closed.
Yeah.
There's like scars remaining, but there's no more blood flowing out.
I everything is gone. I can stay. I can stay and help. I don't have to go.
No. Here, She then takes out the flyer from her cloak. You need to go.
But
Not. Don't worry, I'll be fine.
are you sure? I don't want to just leave you here.
I
Just
promise I'll be fine, my dear Scylla. As you can see, I'm not too out of my depth just yet.
not entirely helpless.
I have means of regaining a place to stay. It'll take some time, but hopefully, by the time, or well, if the Express decides to take a visit here, you'll see me. But is right as rain the correct term? I think it's the correct term.
Yes. I
Okay.
believe that's the correct term.
I would. My brain thinks the phrase "right as rain" seems bad because rain.
Is
Yeah.
usually not
Okay.
viewed in a
I
positive light in
I guess
terms of
that's
character
why
story.
the phrase is like that. Anyways, if the Astral Express decides to take a stop here, you'll see that it'll be right as rain.
Well, I'm glad that I was able to help a bit. What shall we do with them? I gesture to the numerous dead bodies.
Well, to be frank, they're dead. And unfortunately, dead bodies are all too common to find on this planet. I've bared witness to one too many
Shall we
outcomes
just
like this.
toss them in the fire then?
No, just leave them there.
As you wish.
I think leaving them out in the cold is the perfect outcome for the blaze they have decided to set up.
As you wish. I give another kick. Bastard.
Admittedly,
did say-
after when we were going to come back home, my dear Scylla, I was going to surprise you with this. He then pulls out a nice wad of credits and a ticket to Minerva Space Station. But unfortunately, those fools decided to do this.
There. You can. I don't need the credits. At least keep those.
No, no, no. It's the least that I could do after everything. And I'd rather not send you out with nothing to your name.
Well, alright then. I then just give Myrtle a big hug.
She
Thank
tries
you.
her best to reciprocate.
Yes.
She is kind of trying her best. You can tell
Not
to
to
put up
fall
this.
over.
She's putting up a pretty poor facade of, yeah, I'm fine. Just don't worry about me. I'm fine.
I'll visit sometime when I can.
I know you will, dear.
Part of me wants to say, like, I love you in character, but at the same time, my brain finds it weird, even though it's.
Yeah, that's fair. I've only known you for like an hour. But if anything bad happened to you, I'd kill everyone in this room and then myself.
Well, I mean, I did the first part. I did part of the first part. I did the first half
True.
of that. Well, then, I'm assuming we're gonna transition into the next bit.
Yeah. After that whole fiasco, Myrtle tries her best to lead you to where the, um, I guess it just could be called like a space bus stop. Think just like a bus stop, but like it's for
Space
space
tram, almost.
travel. Yeah.
You see,
You,
I would have problem with that, but at the same time, with the world that this is set in, it makes sense.
yeah.
So I can't even argue with it. Well, I. This is. See you later. Not goodbye. Just
Yes,
see you
I
later.
suppose. See you later, my dear. Make some friends. Some good friends. Ones that you wouldn't find lying around this dump.
I will. I give her one last hug and then walk on to the space bus.
The space bus.
Space tram. I'm gonna go space tram.
Sure.
Or not tram, because tram doesn't make any sense. I don't know space bus.
I don't know. I'm not really one to know much about all of this stuff. In universe, there's just like boring spaceships and the train.
Yes.
I kind of have to add a little more though, because how would you guys get to the space station otherwise?
Yeah, that is very true. And then, while the space bus is leaving, I just can wave out the window as I move as it moves.
Yeah. Myrtle waves back.
And I'm assuming that is the end?
Yep, that is going to be the end of the session. Because after that, that is traveling to Minerva Space Station.
Well, that was nice. That was fun.
Yeah.
That first half went a little bit slow, but that's because we were setting up the
Yeah,
setting and story.
yeah, I kind of had to.
Yes.